this flimsy bit of plastic, probably the cheapest bit of plastic I have ever spent money on, I think stands a good chance of protecting your Osmo Pocket from things like this. And now it does this. Now thankfully I can kind of coax it into working, but before I realised that, I bought an Osmo Pocket 2, and I'm quite pleased with that too. And there were some videos up here that you can see with me having a look at how that focuses and various other bits and bobs. But let's have a look at this thing. Now you can get these on Amazon. There are links below. They range from anything from about £4 up to about £10. Lord knows why you'd buy a £10 one, because they look much the same as the £4 one. And as you see, it's incredibly flimsy. Now the stupid thing about this, and I do mean the stupid thing about this, is that I've owned this for a long while, and it's designed as a lens hood, so to speak, for your Osmo Pocket. It's to stop flare coming in from the outsides of the lens and creating unwanted light spots on your image. And I've never used it. It's always been stuck in a drawer. It never goes out with me because, well, it's bloody huge. You're not going to get that and your Osmo Pocket into your pocket. It's it comes in a box that's obviously equally as large, and it just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit at all. I take all of my Osmo Pocket bits into a pouch, and reference point for size, so those two things together, it's my entire Osmo Pocket kit. That, hey, actually it does go in, look, it goes in, I'm an idiot. But it makes it really fat. Anyway, that clips on to the neck of your gimbal. And I dare say that if my gimbal had fallen over with this couple of pounds worth of cheap nasty plastic attached to it, it probably wouldn't do this anymore. It would probably work straight away. You have to fit this before you turn the Osmo Pocket on, because otherwise you start playing about with the motors that are controlling the gimbal, and it doesn't like that. You can see at the back here there's this recess that the gimbal fits into. Goes in, presses in there, and it's got a kind of little Red Riding Hood thing to it now. And if we turn it on, you can, oh yeah, you can see, oh, it's actually worked. It doesn't always do that first time. Often I've got to interfere with the gimbal to make it see sense. But that's there, and it's got a full array of motion there. Now, it's important to note that the Osmo Pocket 1 and the Osmo Pocket 2 look the same. They're not. This won't fit your Osmo Pocket 2. There are ones that will, but this won't. It's just too small. So if you're looking for a shade for your Osmo Pocket 2, make sure you check out the links below that are specifically for the Osmo Pocket 2. Now, I haven't bought one of those yet. I shall do to give it a go. My suspicion is that it will work with the Osmo Pocket 1 as well. It's just that little bit wider. So imagine that you drop this with this shade on it. Now, flimsy as that is, that's going to take all of the force out of the impact coming onto the gimbal, and just twist and move, and hopefully it's going to save your quite expensive Osmo Pocket or Pocket 2 camera. And if it doesn't, well, whilst you've been using it, you've had a sunshade for not a great deal of money, and at least some semblance of protection. And it's hard to see actually that it wouldn't offer a reasonable amount of protection if that were to fall to the ground as mine did. So there you have it. For less than £10 in the UK, and yeah, similar on dollars I'm sure and around the world, you've got a degree of protection for your Osmo Pocket, and I think it will do some good. Now, it's not going to save it in every situation, obviously, and I can tell you something for nothing, I'm not going to deliberately go and try it. Well, not unless DJI suddenly says, hey, give it a go, we'll replace it if it fails and breaks. They're not going to. They're not going to say that to me. They're not. So I'm not going to deliberately go and drop this or the Osmo Pocket 2 with this attached. But we can guess that it's going to have some positive impact from the impact. If this video has been in any way useful to you, please, please, please hit the subscribe button down there and the like button, and yeah, have a look at some of the other videos that are going to appear on screen just about now. Yes, I'm holding this expression.